Best coming up next. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the Los Angeles Clippers. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
And we see a while ago the Clippers prepared for the task at hand. And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Rockets, Porter is out there with Green. And it's Smith in at the four-man position. And for the Clippers,
Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 24-28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed.
tip-off goes to Houston. The drive by Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got his team on the board to start the game for the Rockets.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Wall against Porter. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
On defense, the Clippers. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Morris, following the score by Houston. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Hits the three-point bomb. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Green with the ball. George picks him up. Wall against Porter. Passes it to Tate. Back to Green. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. That's good.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Now, here is Morris. The dish to George. Pass to Morris. Back to George. He feeds it to Morris. Outside for George. Wall lets it fly. Again, the Clippers. Here's Green. He kicks to Porter. Wall with the steal. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Morris, no good.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
The drive by Green. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Green's got his second bucket.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
George against Green. Now the feed to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, George. The fadeaway. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Rockets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Porter against Wall. He dishes it to Green. And it's Houston with another. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Wall with it, now guarded by Porter. Wall dishes to Morris. Pass to George. Takes a 3. No luck. And it's Houston the other way. There's the screen. Porter passes to Tate. Feeds to Porter. Down low. And he uses both hands to jam it in. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And George kicks to Wall. George against Green. Shot clock at 6. Now here is Morris. Defended by Tate. Houston leading by 3. Porter dishes to Smith. No good from outside. The pass to Porter. He passes to Green. Right side, Green.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Now George. 5 points in the game. Here's Wall. And that one's good.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Green kicks to Smith. Back to Green. The 3. That is good. Green's got 10 points.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Now here's Wall. Dishes to Morris. Kicks it to Wall. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. Gets it to go. He has 6. Rockets leading by 3. And here's Porter. Passes it to Smith. The dish to Porter. Back to Smith. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Paul George.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Pass to Green. Smith outside from downtown, and it's good. Smith's got 6.
Boy, when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Well, you remember the Rockets last year when they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped, Steve, out of the 6th seed range down to number 8.
Well, of course, the West was really strong last year, Kevin, so it makes sense that you're going to struggle a little bit against all those good teams. But, Houston ended up being the only team in the West to make the playoffs with a sub-500 record against the rest of the conference.
Clippers trail by 6. Outside, Wall. He feeds it to George. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's 8 points for Paul George.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
Now, here is George. He's got 8. Morris passes to George. That doesn't go either for George. Rockets leading by 3. Green dishes to Smith. Back to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up the baby hook. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
When you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly. He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Favors with a screen on George. Batum brings the double team. Number 17, defended by Batum. The teardrop falls in. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year, and, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
Now Gordon, after the missed 3 from Jackson. Here's Powell, defended by Gordon. Now the pass to Mann. They set the screen. He kicks it to George. And there's the feed to Powell. Back to George. The 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
And so here is Houston. 6-point lead. He dishes it to Favors. Passes it to Christopher. From deep. Can't hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Gordon against Jackson. Pass to Batum. Batum off the pick from Powell. And Batum kicks to Powell. It's rebounded by Christopher.
Oh, easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
.156 left to play in the first quarter. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Green outside. Good. Green's got 16.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know that they called this Staples Center home as well last year. And I thought they were a force in front of their rabid fans.
The Rockets making a switch here. Houston on D. 9-point game. George passes to Mann. Feeds it to Powell. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jackson kicks to Batum. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 13 points for Paul George. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers really starting to make waves on the landscape here in L.A. as they surpassed the Lakers in wins last season. You know, a big part of that was, Steve, their ability to win here at home.
Yeah, 32 wins here at Staples, and when they got out and ran, this place was really rocking. And this Clipper team has a roster full of guys that can make a play that ignites a crowd. And some new additions this year, new coaching staff. A lot going on for this Clipper team.
And so here is Houston after the missed three from Jackson. Pass to Washington. They grab their own miss. And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
Powell dishes to Batum. He passes to Mann. On the wing, Jackson. No good. Rockets leading by 10. There's the pass to Washington. Dishes it to Gordon. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Rockets lead by 13. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
L.A. has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Outside, Batum. Pass to Savage. Lets it go with the three. Rockets with the rebound. Number 17, defended by Savage. Pass to Washington. From past the arc. Number 51. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, he sets a mean screen. I know that. I mean, guys just tend to bounce off his body when he sets up and screens off a defender. So you love having a guy like that on your team as an offensive friend. He's constantly looking to get you open.
And you know, Steve, what I like is his offensive rebound. I mean, they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. He epitomizes that. He's found those garbage buckets to be plenty rewarding.
He doesn't get the second one.
Houston found their way back into the playoffs last season, but really it wasn't because they were a tough team on the road. They only had 16 wins away from Houston last season.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Guys, Otto Porter comes from a basketball family. He wore his mom's jersey number growing up, then switched to his father's number 35 upon being drafted. And he kept it in the family in one other way. He never played in the AAU system and just worked out against his own family. Tough family, and it's worked out for him, guys.
Yeah, Doris, a versatile defender and a smart role player. He's been a very nice addition. And Clark, as you were talking about, the Rockets weren't nearly as troublesome to teams last year when they found themselves in the away locker room. Mostly, Steve, it came down to their offense not having quite as much punch.
Well, most teams don't score as much on the road as they do at home, but for the Rockets, 5 points differential between home and away, it's pretty dramatic. And I think that was one of the reasons why we saw them struggle when they left Houston and tried to get a win. Can't pass up that kind of look.
Rockets leading by 14. Number 20. And it's Houston with another.
Well, he can squeeze himself into the box score every now and then.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
There's the bucket. Good. Batum's got his first 2 points.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Number 17, defended by Batum. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Gordon. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Houston making a switch here. And the Clippers call time here.
You know, for so long, the Clippers were on the bottom rung of the ladder in the West, almost were a joke in the conference, but their fortunes have changed dramatically in the past few years, and now they're a team that's respected and feared.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. The dish out the wall. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, Clark, you said the Clippers have really flipped the Western Conference upside down over the last few years. And you're right, they have done it with, Steve, style, to say the least. They've got now also a very deep team.
Well, a 35-17 record against the West was enough to secure them their division and advantage in the first round. You have to remember, too, that they were without some of their big stars last season. So if they can stay healthy and really take advantage of what they have, this could be a lot of fun.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And he sinks the second.
You go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
Now, here's Porter. No dice from 9 feet out. Morris with the ball. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. The Rockets pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. As Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason, and they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard.
Now here's Wall. 7 points in the game.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Porter passes to Washington. Smith outside. Houston moving the ball around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Smith's got 8 points.
I tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
It's Wall with the drive. That's good. He's got 9.
Boy, that was impressive. Major height disadvantage, but he still got the shot up over his man.
Well, he's got the poise to handle any matchup, and he's not easily intimidated. You could see that there.
Smith, no luck.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Morris with the ball. Now Smith defending. He feeds it to Wall. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He has 9 points and a steal.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
And he can't get the first one. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
Now, here's Green. 16 points for him. For 3, Smith. And another 3 for Houston.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
He kicks it to Morris. Covington. The feed to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A 3 ball. That's good. Morris has got 6.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Outside, Green. He dishes it to Porter. Fires from the wing. Again, the Rockets score.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Trailing by 17. Morris with the bucket.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Pass to Green.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Number 28, defended by George. And the pass to Tate. Feeds to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Dishes it to Green. From deep three-point range. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers trail by 14. Passes to Morris. Outside, Wall. Wall gets a screen from Morris. Shot by Wall. Again, Los Angeles.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And so here is Houston. They led by as many as 18 points. Tate the pass to Porter. Smith outside. And he hits the jumper for 2. Smith's got 13.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. Batum, guarded by Green. Morris kicks to Batum. He's against Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. The shot is off. Great D that time from Green.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Now here's Porter. 5 points in the game. The drive by Green. Top of the key. Again, the Rockets score. Clippers trail by 16. And Batum kicks to Wall. Here's George. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Talk about a terrific game for George. 13 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Pretty good performance from the free throw line last season. He was about 84% from the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Houston making a switch here. Favors is checked in. And George drops them both.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Green kicks to Smith. They kick it out to Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
The open shot, George. True on the 14-footer. George has got 17 now.
You know, he's got a quick trigger from that range when he senses that the defense has backed off.
Pass to Porter. He passes it to Smith. Lets it go from 14. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 12. Outside, Wall. Kicks it to Morris. The dish to Batum. He feeds it to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 3 on the clock for the 3. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Smith dishes to Favors. Gets it to go.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Now, here's Batum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Wall rejected by Porter. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. He kicks to Porter. The feed now to Smith. Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Tate. Offline with his 3. Clippers trail by 12. Batum with the ball. Favors picks him up. A shot by Batum, no good. The Rockets shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He dishes it to Porter. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Porter's got 7 points. And here comes George. 17 points in the game. It's stolen by Green. For the finish, hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Well, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Rockets ahead, up by 16. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Happy Tuesday to all of you from us at 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. The Houston Rockets in front against the Clippers at Staples Center. Wiping the glass defensively. Look, no streaks. They're preventing any second chance opportunities. Not the same story, though, for the Clippers. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. A productive first half for Paul George. He's got 17 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we resume a beautiful nighttime view of Los Angeles, and in blue there, our venue, the Staples Center. What a game we're seeing from Green.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Here's Wall. Feeds it to Morris. Pass to George. Dishes to Morris. Kicks the Wall. Now Morris shoots the three. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Rockets leading by 13. Green with the ball. George picks him up. There's a good screen. Floats one up. And George with the block. Wall against Porter. Wall, that's good. Wall's got 14. Now Porter. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Green hits the jumper in space. Green's got 22. Clippers trail by 13. Wall gets a screen from Morris. It's Wall with the drive. Some solid D here from Porter.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Green, the pass to Porter. Wall with the steal. Back to George. Passes it to Morris. Wall gets a screen from Morris. Outside, Wall. Inside. Shoots from 8. And that one's good. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Back to Green. Smith outside. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George, here we go. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. They led by as many as 18 points. Porter with it. Morris is there. The shot's good from Tate. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Los Angeles calls timeout. You have to like what you're seeing so far from Green.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Porter with the steal. Outside, Green. Pass to Smith. Smith missing again. Clippers trail by 14. And George kicks to Wall. From deep. Good. Morris has got 8 points here in this quarter.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Reggie Jackson's checked in for John Wall. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Smith kicks to Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Some fantastic numbers here for Green. 22 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
The first free throw is good, and the Clippers making a change here. Both free throws good from Green. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Covington covered by Smith. The pass to Mann. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot left block. It's rebounded by Houston. Porter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He passes to Smith. This one for 3, and that is good. Smith's got 16 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Now Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Tries from 10. Count that one. Houston leading by 14. Green kicks to Smith. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Green. There's the dish to Porter with the shot. That one off the back iron and out. LA has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. George passes to Mann. Outside Jackson. Right side Jackson. And George kicks to Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
And the first one drops. And the Rockets making a change here. And so Jackson nails both of them. Rockets leading by 12. He kicks it to Porter. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. The feed to Gordon. Passes it to Christopher. 6 to shoot. And another 3 for Houston.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Back to George. Backing him down. Pass to Man. Outside Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Christopher. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He has 5.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
And George kicks to Powell. And the basket good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
And so it's Houston with it. The lead is 15. The pass to Christopher. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Rockets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. That free throw good from Christopher. Houston making a switch here. Both free throws good from Christopher.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
And here are the Clippers now. 17-point game. Passes it to Man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris inside. Can't cash in from close range. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Gordon with it. Now defended by Powell. Outside, Green. Number 20, guarded by Jackson. Back to Green. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Gordon outside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Clippers making a switch here. Clippers trail by 17. He dishes it to Powell. On the wing, Jackson. And that's good for 2. Here's Green. 24 points for him. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Good. He's got 8.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Now here's Jackson. Feeds it to Powell. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Dishes it to Green. Here's the screen. Pass to Christopher. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 5.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Here's Powell. He has 5. Caffey defended by Christopher. Releases. The shot will not go. Great D that time. Rockets leading by 16. Outside, Green. Pass to Gordon. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And the Rockets making a change here. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now the pass to Savage. Here's Caffey, and he's good on the 3-ball.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And here are the Rockets now. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Washington. The tray. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Kicks it to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Caffey. Off target with his 3. Houston leading by 13. Outside Gordon. Right through the D for the layup. Gordon's got 7 points.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And when you watch him, Steve, you can see how quickly he looks to take his shot when he's on the receiving end of a pass and how successful he is when he does take the shot. This guy is a catch, fire, and hit guy. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
The shot's good from Washington. Clippers trail by 14. He feeds it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's a screen. Savish defended by Tate. Now the dish to Powell. Takes the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Here's Porter. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Porter's got 9. Here's George. No good there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Rockets leading by 13. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
So he gets them both. Clippers trail by 15. Man, defended by Tate. That one goes. Count it. Now, here's Porter. Pass to Christopher. He kicks it to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. Offensive rebound, number 28. Excellent D there from George.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
The pass to Man. On the wing, Jackson. All alone. And the shot is good. Rockets leading by 11. Now a timeout called by Houston.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Green is checked in for the Rockets. Now here's Porter. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Rockets lead by 13.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Tate. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That free throw good from Tate. And the Rockets making a change here. Favors is checked in. Both free throws good from Tate. Clippers trail by 15.
Come to me, come to me.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Mann passes to Morris. Takes it from 10, and good on the basket. Book it. And so here is Houston. They led by as many as 18 points. Outside, Green. Off the screen. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And the Clippers making a change here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Covington, guarded by Green. They get it again. Zubek, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. They get Derek Favors. The first one falls. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
Now, here's Green. Gordon with the screen for Porter. 5 to shoot. Back to Green. Fades back. The Rockets with another miss.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Covington, covered by Smith. There's the feed to Jackson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he connects with the jumper. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Outside, Green. Right side, Green. No good. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trail by 12. Makes the lead pass. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Rockets making a change here. And it's the Clippers with the ball. And here's Jackson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That's good from Jackson. Both shots good from the stripe. Porter with it. He dishes it to Smith. Green. He passes to Porter. 5 on the clock. And here's Gordon from outside. And that one's good. And the Rockets lead by 11.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Jackson dishes to George. Back to Jackson. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gordon. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Gordon's got 9 points now in just the second half. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Jackson kicks to George. Off target from outside.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Porter. Outside, Green. That misses off the backboard.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Morris, no good.
Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. Feeds to Jackson. Dishes it to George. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for George.
He can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Here's Porter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
The Clippers need to do a better job guarding against Porter.
9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
Free throw good, Porter. Good on both. Here's Jackson. A ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
Key is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
Yeah, and I think the tendency can be to really rush or push the game a little bit. I think they need to avoid that.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Morris. George, defended by Gordon. Clock at 6. George working against Gordon. Fade away. That doesn't go either for George. Rockets leading by 15. Here's Green. Pass to Porter. Kicks it to Gordon. Number 28 misses the layup.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. George has got 19 points.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. He feeds it to Porter. Smith outside. Right side, Green. Shoots. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now Jackson. Here's George, and he banks in the layup. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Now here's Green. Here's Porter. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 13. The 3 from George. And that one's good. George has got 24.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Now here's Porter. Right side, Green. Goes up on the high post. And the shot is good. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like. Well, I think one of the stories has been rebounding.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Los Angeles calls timeout. And absolutely, Clark, they're just too tough inside.
Yeah, Kevin, they've completely dominated the boards here, and that's a major factor in what looks to be a win.
Houston making a switch here. So it's the Clippers now. They trail by 14. George with the screen on Porter. Wall, that's good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Rockets have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Porter passes to Green. Another shot. Excellent D there from George.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 26 points for Paul George. Rockets leading by 10. Porter kicks to Green. Smith outside. Back to Green. There's the dish to Smith. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. LA has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Wall's shot is off. The Rockets shoot here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Porter kicks to Green. Can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. He kicks to George.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Now, here's Porter. And here is Green. Right side, Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
I'm sure he would have liked to have had all of those, but he still padded their lead a little bit at least.
And there's the pass to Mann. Savic. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside, Batum. And again, the Clippers good for 2. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the Rockets making a change here. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 9. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. He passes it to Mann. The feed to Powell.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
He dishes it to Batum. 13 feet away. Shot denied. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They pulled off this win.